Okay. So we'll talk a little more about Twexxt as we get into this. It's going to be very brief, our introduction, then we're going to go to an interactive demo that you can all take place. And Don will fill in and interject at certain points. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the company history. Broadstrokes started out really as a emergency notification company, early 2000s, notifying first responders, medical, EMS, and field service personnel, mostly in government sector. Then we moved in, and we still do, weather alerts. So those are when inclement weather hits an area, insurance companies want to notify policyholders. We can send out messages to policyholders, and then they can take the appropriate measures to prevent property loss and loss of life. And then we have the polling application, which gets into Twexxt, which we'll get into more detail. And then we also do interactive voice response, voice applications where you can speak into a dialogue with a computer device and respond and answer questions. So the Twexxt, and Don, you want to say something here on Twexxt?
Adam and I are highly experienced entrepreneurs and highly organized individuals, but we know there are things that we don't know how to do. And one of the areas that we are not too experienced in is the artistic world. So the term Twexxt and the logo that goes with it has been given to us by none other than the Rube Goldberg Les Newman, Managing Director. He advises us. And we appreciate it very much, and let's give a hand to Les for this. That's all I'll say. I got a little asthma attack here. Adam will carry on the event here.
So what our service basically does is it allows you to send out text messages to a group, an audience. There's flexibilities in how the service works. It's meant you can actually have people opt in, so an organization can give them the phone number to text message in, which is what we'll do today. Or you can have an opt-in, you can have a list of employees in your organization that already exists, and you can upload that to the service. The service resides in the cloud, so it's accessible from any point. The other things that we do that are unique is that we have the ability to do workflow or form flow. So in a form, if you answered yes for a certain question, it might prompt you for additional information on that. So there is a flow capability. There's no limit on the number of questions you can have, though typically we try to stay within 10 questions. The beauty of this is that it's near real time, which means you can get actually immediate feedback or near real-time feedback from your audience and participants. The other thing is that what was I going to say here is that the other advantage is you have the workflow, and then also it's simple to use, and also you don't have to use, so you can enter answers like abbreviations, full words. It's flexible, and you don't have to answer it immediately. So if you're pressed for time, you can answer it later. Like you text message, you can pick it up at any point. And at the end, we have also graphical charts and analytics. And that's a key part of what we do, and we hope to do more in. But today we're going to see a chart which will show all the responses, how everyone answers. As you answer each question, those will get tallied and shown in a graphical chart. And what we can also do, and what we hope to do more of, is that we can do analytics, more analytics on the back end. So we can actually start looking at trends. Facilities can now start taking measures in order to address problems as they arise. So this is the survey you're going to see, and anyone who participates, you can use a smartphone, or you can use any phone that has text messaging capability will work. It's really low-level entry. There's going to be 4 questions with one optional one. That's the third one down. If you answered other, how did you hear about the event, other, then it will prompt you for an answer there. So this is the survey, and I have a QR code here. So if you have a camera and the higher tech people can go ahead and take a picture of that, and that will actually pop in. Or you can dial that number up there and type in poll 17, all one word. It doesn't have to be capitalized. And then you will be in into the survey. And if I'll keep it up for just a few minutes, and then we'll actually go to the graph. Juan, do you want to? Oh, I have to jump back to that. I'll just jump here and then I'll go back to that.
Aha.
So you can see and I'll go back to the QR code, but you can see these are as the numbers come in, the graph will actually grow on the left. So right now it has one entry. I think there was one before. But as more entries come in, the graph automatically scales. Those are the 4 questions we've asked. And I'll jump back so we can get a few more responses in.
And we have a screen refresh set at 30 seconds, so every 30 seconds, the more folks that answer, you'll see the bar graphs grow.
So if anyone wants to grab that. And later at the end, I believe we're going to have a second poll. That one we're not going to display, but we'd like you to participate in it. It's going to be 10 questions. A post, yes, right. It'll be 10 questions, and we'll give the QR code for that, and that will be survey number 2. Yeah, if there's any questions, I'm happy to take them now. And okay, I'll let a few. Yeah, I see. And maybe you want to talk a little bit about the markets we're looking at.
While you're taking the survey, I'll comment on some of the markets we're going for. The retail world folks like to know what their customers think and can answer a smartphone survey at the end of their shopping experience. Hospitality is coming on strong. These hotel chains want people as they leave to state what they felt about their experience there rather than filling out a long form or going online and getting responses 2 days later, etc. Hospital and healthcare, they want the patients to give responses as soon as they can and not wait 2 months to find out what they felt about the urgent care or the hospital facility that they had their experience in. So there's a lot of different markets out there in the consuming public that survey or organizers or the sellers of services could get answers for and get them fast. And then we could do the analytics on the back end and tell you, how many folks said this or that or the other. Like you'll see some columns and charts there and the interpretation of that data, et cetera, et cetera. And that's where we are. There you go.
Okay, so yeah, you can see the results coming in as people are responding to the poll. And we'll keep it open, so you're welcome to enter the survey at any time. Thank you.